Glad to see everybody. It is Saturday, June the 28th. I am your host, Dani Cook, as you know, and we're going to dig into some things today. So glad to see you guys. If you are joining me on the Book of Faces, the Tube of You, and the Stack of Sub, please speak in the comments so that I can see your comments and say hello to you. Good morning. Good afternoon, Barry. What's up, Merlot? How are you? What's up, Dad Jokes? Good to see you, Mary. Nice to see you, T-Talk. What's up, Dad? Jokes. I think I said hi already. Hey, Sandy. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, MG Brock and David. Win Dixie, Shorty. What's up? Glad to see you guys this afternoon. I know that I'm later than usual, but had a lot to do, and I was trying to do it before the day got really, really hot. Hey, Lavonda. What's up, Uncle Hippie and Cam and Catsmandu and Melinda? Good to see everybody. What's up, Penny GF? Hey, Kim. I think I said hi, Veronica. Hey, Vonda. What's up, big baby? Happy Saturday to you as well. Halo, Cynthia. What's up, Blue Honey Pot? What's up, C? How is everyone? Good morning, Tina Bina. Well, good afternoon. Rub Duck, good to see you. What's up, Danielle? Can I reset the live goal? Sure. Thought I did that, but probably not. Probably not, because things happen sometimes. So let's I want to dive into it a few things. And so I want to say this, right? I am going to talk a lot today about immigration. So just be prepared for that and all that it might bring with it. Good afternoon, Mama Jokes, Mama Dukes, and Lenny. And what's up, P Jones? How are you? Good to see you. Glad to see you. What's up, Allie Nicole? I think I said hi. What's up, Donna Ski? Good to see you too. So folks, what's up, Chef Ryan? It is afternoon. I know I'm so used to saying good morning, and it is afternoon. Hey, Taz. What's up, Conchita? I think I said hi to you already. I don't even know anymore. I do want to say good morning, hello to, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Good to see you. Glad that you're tuning in. I'm going to be talking about some things. I want to talk about the Big Barbaric Bill. Believe it or not, last week was a win. And so I do want to talk about the fact that we did have a win. Sometimes we don't celebrate those, but we should. Donald Trump he specifically said that he wanted the Senate to pass that bill 100%. And last week he said, get it done, lock yourselves in, don't go anywhere until he gets it done. And guess what? None of their asses were there yesterday. And do you want to know why? Because they had to go back to the drawing board, because the nonpartisan Senate parliamentarian did her job according to law. And I love that. Thanks, Donoski. And you know what? It's so crazy because when you swipe, I meant to put swipe on it, and I was trying to do it while doing something else, and I didn't do it great. But there's like 20 some pictures in there that totally represent who I am. What's up, Glitzy Girl? I noticed you were following me on Facebook. So welcome to the Book of Faces world too. What's up, Mom with Gold? Hey, Robert Brooke. How are you? Love and Jess. Good to see you too. So what's up, Neuro Mama? Thanks, Cam. Yeah, I had a moment this morning. So what's up, Dragon Tiger? I had a moment today. I was outside. I went before it got really hot, and because y'all know I'm in the South, right? And so I went before it got really hot today and was, kind of vacuuming out my car and trying to get things together. What's up, Realtor? And I was listening to that song. And so I just thought, you know what? I wonder what, an accurate representation of my life would look like. And it's funny because it was actually, it was interesting to see what my life actually looks like when I talk about like who I am in my totality. And there were still some things that I didn't even get in there because, like I said, I was at the car wash and whatever. So, but anyway, and so that's where that came from today. Yes, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you guys for hitting the goal already. So let me just say this. If you are new to my live, can you do me a favor and put a 1 in the comments, please? I would like to have some really good discussion today. If you all can't tell, I am feeling some sort of way today. I'm in a really unique kind of energy space, and I want to have a conversation about immigration today. Yeah, Kathy, it was good to get outside. I want to have a conversation about immigration. I want to have a conversation around this idea that I think that people have that American citizens are somehow more valuable than other people, which is simply not true. And one of the things that really got me to thinking about things this morning is I saw this morning that the son of a service member who was born on a military installation in Germany was deported to Jamaica, a country in which he's never lived, never been to. His father served almost 20 years in the military, and so this guy was deported. His mother was Kenyan, dad was in the military, born on a military base in Germany, and now he's been deported after living here the majority of his life to Jamaica, a country that he's never been to. And so I definitely want to have a conversation around immigration today. I have a sibling who was born in Germany on a military post when my parents were stationed there, and so he had dual citizenship in the U.S. and in Germany until he was 18. And at the age of 18, he gave up his German citizenship and is just an American citizen. But I was discussing it this morning with my mom, and her whole face changed when I told her that this guy had been deported and that his dad had served almost 20 years in the military. And this guy was born on a military post, but the Supreme Court had ruled that just being born on a military post doesn't necessarily make you a citizen, right? And my mom was just kind of like really taken aback by that, especially given the fact that my brother was born in Germany as well on a military post. And so it brings me to this thing, and I've heard a lot of people talking. I was listening in on another live today. Let me just go ahead and do this. So Kyle, you're trying really hard to get my attention. So why don't you just come join me on the panel? Yeah, my brother did, Sharon. Kyle, I sent you a direct invitation. You've got more than enough followers. Let's just join me on the panel since you have so much to say in the comments. Please don't tell me that you're just like a mediocre man that's a keyboard warrior who likes to hide out in the comments and say a bunch of shit but doesn't join a panel. Please tell me that's not you. There you go. Perfect. Hey, good morning, Kyle. How are you?
Hi, great.
Good. You're not driving, are you?
I'm not driving.
Okay, good. Can you turn what's down in your background? Can you turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, perfect. Because people could, it still sounds very loud. Can you guys hear him okay?
So tell me about immigration.
Yeah, well, so Jermaine Thomas, that's the name of the son of the music is still too loud, they're saying.
Okay,
So his father served 18 years in the military, was stationed in Germany. He was born on the military post in Germany and was just deported to Jamaica, a country that he's never been to. You said things for whatever money, Alex, that have never happened, but like it's a fact. His name is Jermaine Thomas.
Okay. Fact and premise, where's the evidence?
Well, for fuck's sake, Google. I mean, okay, look here. Let me just show you, Kyle, because you're having a hard time, it seems. So give me 1 second. And I will share my screen with you. All right. Hey, what's up, Stacey D in the place to be? Let me take down my background for you, Kyle. So here is, let me turn my camera around. Here's the evidence, Kyle. Like this is his name, Jermaine Thomas. That's his name. A man born into an active duty service member, born in 1986. It was in the Austin Chronicle. Jermaine Thomas. His dad was a U.S. citizen during his military career. He was born in Germany on a military base, and he was deported to Jamaica, a country he's never been to. That's the evidence. So yeah, Kyle, it happened. Oh, and now he left. Imagine that. Imagine that, Kyle jumping his ass off my platform, off my panel. Damn, you just crashed and ran that fast. Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to be sharing my screen over here. Where'd you go, Kyle? Come back, Let's keep playing Jeopardy. $700 of things that never happened, Alex. Let me just say this. I will talk to absolutely anyone and hopefully have a respectful, fact-based, reasonable conversation with anyone. What I am going to say is that if you join my panel, especially if you tell me that what I say isn't accurate, you might want to know what the fuck you're talking about before you do that. Hey, good morning, Kevin. Just saying. Because if I'm saying that it happened, it happened. Okay? This is always really, really helpful for people, right? If let me just say this, if anybody is in here is new to my live, please put a 1 in the comments so I can let you know how we do things in this space, because you might be used to other creators that don't do things the way I do. So if you've never been in one of my lives, if you're new, please put a 1 in the comments. Welcome to the new people. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Chris. Hey, KJ. Alex, we know better. Thanks, Shorty. Awesome. Great. Welcome to the new people. All right. So let me just show you guys something. I have 4 things at the very top of my image, right? Those are the only 4 things that I ask for. I ask that you be respectful in this space, right? Now, if you come in this live and you are not respectful to me, do not be surprised if I match your energy. And if I match your energy, don't cry like somehow I'm being mean to you because you came in here like an asshole. Like, don't do that, because I'm going to have no sympathy for you, right? So again, be respectful. Don't use slurs of any kind. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. Do not use slurs or you'll be muted and booted from the live. Don't spam my comments because it clogs things up and people can't see clearly. And yes, do not type in all caps. And the reason why is all caps is reserved for my moderators in case they need to say something that I need to see. And it's also reserved for my folks that are vision impaired. So just be respectful. That's it. These are 4 very simple guidelines that everyone should be able to follow. Okay. Awesome. So if you want to join the panel and have a conversation with me, then all you have to do is request up. And I will be happy to discuss whatever it is that you have going on with you. Thanks, Casey Rich. Good to see you, by the way. Hey, Carol. I haven't seen, and I've been looking everywhere. So if I missed anybody else, hello and good morning. What's up, Kat? Hey, Ethan. Let's see. James, like I said, if you want to have a conversation with me, join the panel. Let's do that. Come on, James. Come join the panel. You're welcome, Jen Penn. James, please tell me that you're not a guy who will run his mouth in the comments and be a big keyboard warrior, but can't join a panel and have a conversation. Or is James a bot? Is James a bot? Yeah, James probably is like a bot or somebody who's paid to just say stupid shit in comments, because James has 32 followers and only 230 following, right? So, yeah. Just saying. Zion, actually, the Constitution disagrees with you. The Constitution disagrees with you, Zion. So come join the panel. Let's talk. You've got enough followers. Come on. Join the panel, Zion. I don't know what is in the water lately. Oh. Where'd you go, Zion? Come on, get on the panel. Let's go. Or are you going to crash and run like the dude before you? Yeah, they have, Allie Nicole, 100%. 100%, David. I agree with you. Again, Zion, why don't you join the conversation instead of being a keyboard warrior? Right, Kevin. His ass is just sitting in the comments, jip, jip, jippity, jipping. Right? Thank you, Alex. Okay, so it seems that James has baby carrot energy and isn't able to join the panel. So, no, I don't know. Not that I know of, right? So, um, yes, 100%. Baby carrot energy all day. Okay. So I want to start, thank you, Shorty. I want to start by celebrating a win. So remember that last week Donald Trump put out on Truth Social that Congress needed to get the Big Barbaric Bill done by the end of the week. He said he wanted it done by Friday. He didn't care what they needed to do, if they had to lock themselves in Congress to get it done. He wanted it done. He wanted it passed and finalized by Friday. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Saturday. And there is no big barbaric bill that has been passed. In fact, the Senate has had to go back to the drawing board and take a look at a lot of the information that is in it, because much of it that they really wanted to sneak in, that was policy change, was taken out by the Senate parliamentarian, who is a nonpartisan individual who was in Congress during the first Trump administration. Matter of fact, she's had that position since 2012. And so that's the beautiful thing about someone that has their role in Congress and in government, and understands that it's not about partisanship, that it's actually about the law and the way that things have to be done, right? And so anything that delays the harm of people is a win. The other thing that is also a win is that the federal judges that, when they can no longer issue injunctions that are universal, that are national, that's actually a good thing when it comes to things like mifepristone and things like that are sitting before the courts. We don't have to worry anymore about a seriously red state having a case where a federal judge issues an injunction that prevents certain types of medications like mifepristone. It can't be a universal national thing. So always when you're dealing with the law and the court system, any ruling is going to cut both ways, because the law does that, right? The law absolutely does that. So it's important for people to know that. Again, if you guys would like to get up here in the panel, you can do so. I'm not talking to you in the comments. If you want to ask me a question, come join the panel. I'm not engaging in debate via comments, right? If your fingers can type, your lips can work. Let's go. So, Ice will, I guess, come back when you can talk. It is a good win. You have a trach. When did you get a trach? Just recently? Did you have an accident or something? Thyroid cancer? Very sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Are you getting your medical treatment under private insurance, or are you using government insurance for your treatments? You have Medicaid. Are you concerned at all about the bill? And are you concerned about the cuts for cancer research? Not at all. Gotcha. I know a lot of people that are. Yeah, Sharon, I don't know. I'm not going to say, you listen, I'm never going to tell anybody. Here's the way I feel about it, right? I'm never going to tell somebody that they aren't or are. I'm never going to say to somebody, you don't have the illness that you're claiming to have because I don't know, right? Um, I'm never going to do that. I don't know that. He may very well have thyroid cancer and had to have a trach. I don't know. Yes, baby. So I'm never going to say that. Yeah, sis. Huh? So yeah, I know you meant the trach, but that's my thing is I'm not a physician. And I'm never going to tell somebody that they do or don't have a trach based on, other things that I've seen. Medicine is wonky and, I have no idea. So guys, listen, I don't know this man. I don't know this individual's medical situation, right? I do not know this person's medical situation. And here's what I'm going to say. This is the way that I view things like this. Okay. If, for example, somebody was choosing to come into a Facebook live or a TikTok live or whatever live and say, "Oh, I'm typing because I have a trach and I have a trach because of thyroid cancer," and they were lying about that thing, right? Then, real talk, folks, that's for karma to take care of. I'm not even going to worry about that. It's not worth me, getting upset and arguing about. Yeah, it's just one of those things, if somebody's pretending to have something, not on me, but I'm never going to say to someone, you don't have the condition that you're telling me that you have, right? Because I don't know that to be true. That's on them, right? So, um, good morning, Lou Boston, or good afternoon. What you got for me? Hey, Lou.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I just stumbled across you, and I'm reading these comments, and it just amazes me. Aren't we humans first? What happened to being human and just being kind? It blows my mind, the comments that are in this thread. It really is.
Yeah. That's kind of one of the points that the reason why I'm having this conversation. If you missed the first gentleman who was on here, I was talking about Jermaine Thomas. And he is the son of a veteran who served about 18 years. His dad became a naturalized citizen during his 18 years of service, and the son was born in Germany while the dad was deployed there. And they just deported the son to.
Yeah, I read all about that.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yep.
Like, I just.
Yeah. So the guy that was in here earlier, he was like, things that never happened for 700, Alex. And so I brought him up on the panel and I just showed it to him. And so then, of course, he clicked and he ran and got off the panel because, facts are just not friendly for some people, I guess. But the bottom line is I don't, whether somebody is a citizen, a non-citizen, a criminal, a non-criminal, like they're still human beings at the end of the day.
Exactly. And I just want to know, I read all my news. I always have since I was 18 years old. So I'm not one of those people that sit in front of the TV, watch one channel, and take everything they say at face value. And it just amazes me how a news company that was sued for millions and millions of dollars now called an entertainment company, and people still eat it up. And they're like, that's the truth. It's so mind-boggling.
Well, they're going to be out another 700 and some odd million when Gavin finishes with them.
Exactly. and I just, it's mind-boggling to me. It really is. And this started in 2014. The day that man announced that he was going to, and he's here a second term, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Blows my mind. My mother and sister turned into rumpers. I don't even put a T in front of it. They're rumpers. I haven't for a very long time. And it's sad. My mother raised us by herself. She
Mhm.
worked at General Motors. I live in Massachusetts. She worked at General Motors, one of the first women to work in General Motors. That's a hard job with
Yeah.
all men, and it wasn't fun, and I know that.
Yep.
Owned her own house, had her own bank accounts, got a new car every like 3 to 4 years. You get new cars at General Motors, and she's still on board with this insanity.
That's
My
crazy.
sister had 3 abortions and thinks it should be illegal. What is going on with you? You know, my grandmother was an indentured servant from Ireland, so
Mhm.
she was a slave for 10 years for her family and sent every penny she got back to her family to get the rest of them over here. You know, and
Mhm.
how anybody, it blows my mind. It really does, and I just. Immigrants, migrants make this country work,
Always have.
function. Unfortunately, I don't believe that they're paid enough or taken care of as well as they could be.
Mhm.
However, they make this country work and function.
Yes.
They pay over $90 billion a year into Medicaid and Social Security. If you
Mhm.
get rid of that money, where is that going to come from?
Yeah. This is what
But
people.
anyway,
But people don't want to know that. They don't want to understand exactly how things work. It's funny when people come up and they'll go, well, if they just come the right way. And then I will ask them, so can you explain to me what's the right way? They don't know. They don't know anything about Title VIII. They don't know immigration law. And so they're just regurgitating talking points that they've heard with no specificity at all because they don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not incredibly educated on the immigration law. I just know it takes forever. I met a young girl a couple of years ago at a job of mine that was becoming a citizen from Canada. And she told me, you know, what she had to go through. And it was like, wow, I couldn't pass that test. And I'm going to tell you right now, 95% of the people that are commenting couldn't pass that test.
Oh, 100%. But like many of them don't know. I had a guy tell me the other day, hold on one second, lady time, please don't come in here promoting Christianity or the Bible because I have a lot of different people in this live. They do not all subscribe to one religion. This is not a religious live. And just for the record, I am over 50 years old. I have been told that it is the end times for as far back as I can remember. And let me tell you how I know you're always wrong. Because the Bible says you won't know when it's the end times, right? It literally says no one will know the day or the hour. So stop guessing and just work on fixing the place where we are right now. You could be creating heaven on earth, but you're talking about the end times instead.
Truth.
Holy jeez, I can't with that. I can't. It's crazy. Which, you know, I love to hear. So first of all, it's so this new birthright citizenship challenge that they want to do. I don't think that people are actually understanding. They're saying that if you don't have well, they would have had one citizen, but I don't think that people understand how complex it is when you talk about people that have been born here and their parents may be in different stages of citizenship and what that could possibly look like. And it's just interesting to me. So people are going to be surprised at what may or may develop in their own lives and then in the lives of their loved ones. And of course, then they will start to pay attention because it will be impacting them. So they'll think all of a sudden that it matters.
That's when it matters, is when, and I see a lot of articles and people's, I voted for him and he did this.
Yeah.
You know, he told us exactly what he was going to do.
100%.
And the Project 2025, I haven't read like, because it's massive,
Yes.
but I've read enough to know. This is against the Constitution through and through. This is not a religious nation, period.
No.
This is a melting pot of society, of humans, of cultures, and of religions. And if you're not harming children or what have you, have your religion, have your life, have at it.
Right.
Don't. I spent 25 plus years of my life as a Christian.
Yeah.
And I was overseeing a sober house for women. And the leaders came to me and told me I wasn't Christian enough because I used to say the F word.
Oh, they say it to me all the time.
Yeah. And I walked away. I mean, from the age of like 8+ years old, I went to churches, I believed, and I just, now I look at it as it's Greek mythology. If we're going to go, we're all going, period. Nobody's going to no higher damn place, you know? And
Well, you know what I always ask them? Show me the word fuck in the Bible. Show me where it says fuck is a curse word. It doesn't. So
Jesus got around with guys all the time, all in dresses. Come on.
right.
You know?
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what they did or didn't do.
I just have zero interest in any of that. Like, to me, people who worry about those types of things are people who obviously don't want to take a look at themselves, because those type of surface things they're just completely irrelevant, right? Okay, so when I look at like what is taking the Lord's name in vain, it is using Jesus Christ, and it's using the Bible to support taking away healthcare from children for
feed them.
Yes,
force them to be born
yep,
regardless.
or showing them showing them maybe charging them $100 for medication. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to hear it. I'm tired of seeing people manipulate Christianity, which historically has always been the case, for those in power and those who would like to be in power and who are seriously greedy. So I don't have any time. Listen, I love me some Jesus. Christianity can kiss my ass.
Absolutely. You know, from what I read and I learned from a childhood on and in life, that Jesus was just this nice guy that just cared about all the humans he encountered.
Yep.
And was just did the next right thing.
100%.
And to see these people be like, oh, we're going to cut school lunches, we're going to cut rent, we're going to cut this and blah, 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 blah. Where is that in the Bible?
Nowhere.
You know, there is no love. There is no humanity. And it's disgraceful. Other countries are looking at us and that we are a laughing stock of the world.
Unfortunately
right
so. And that's the hard part that I don't think people really get, is that the world's perception of us and the world's perception of our leadership is significantly important when it comes to our national security, and people are not giving that enough attention and enough weight in terms of what they think about what's happening. So
they don't think and they don't believe because they only listen to one thing. And when you only listen to one thing, you're only getting part of the information, and they're not getting it at all.
Right.
You know, I'm on the East Coast, and all my life I was told if anything ever happens, they're going to hit the East Coast first. Between New York, Boston, and Washington, we're sitting ducks.
Yeah.
Ducks. I don't know, where are you from, by the way?
Yeah, I don't say, but I will tell you, I'm in the South. So I know you're from Boston.
Well, outside of, I was born in Boston, but I live in what's called Central Mass, which is a little south of Worcester and north of the Rhode Island border. And I lived here for my life.
Yeah, no, every time I hear it, I saw somebody in the chat ask if you were from Massachusetts. I was like, obviously. I mean, you can hear every bit of it. I always chuckle because I can always tell the ka. Yeah, 100%. I love the accent though. So, but I appreciate you for joining the panel. I hope that you come back and stick around.
I'm going to follow you. Like I said, I just stumbled upon you. Please follow me. I'm Lou Boston Bling online, and I've just started over the past year. I have a story to share, and I've had 2 therapists tell me I should write a book, so I must be fairly interesting.
Well, there you go.
But anyway, I hope that the people that are argumentative actually sit down and read something and realize that what's going on is bad, and it's going to affect every single human being.
100%. And on that note, since you love to read, if you go to my profile, I have a Linktree link that's there, and there is a ton of information in there. Oh, somebody gifted you a subscription, Lou. So
awesome.
Yeah. So
how do I do that?
Okay. So a couple of things. So now that you're a subscriber, at the bottom of your phone, there's a little star. You click that. Okay. So when you get off of here, you'll click that star, or you can do it now. You can click that star. It'll go to subscriber perks, and you can click the button that says Discord, and you'll come into my my Discord community. And there's a whole bunch of us in there. We chat, we talk all the time. We do documentary viewings. We do book club readings, just a bunch of other stuff. And then when you go like just to my TikTok profile, it's also in the Discord. But if you just click my name up here and you go to my TikTok profile, there's a Linktree link there. And when you click that link, you'll see just a plethora of information about a bunch of different topics, from healthcare and immigration to education to maternal mortality rates to like just a whole bunch of things that are in there. So fun.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'll try and figure out how to accept this subscription.
Oh, you already have it. You got it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you for whomever sent it. I appreciate you. I love nothing more than learning more, especially from all over the United States.
Love that.
I'm grateful because Massachusetts will be able to take care of ourselves,
Yeah.
And we take care of other states as well.
Right.
I've seen people say this whole New England and California should secede to Canada. That would sink the South.
100%. Listen, my daughter lives in LA, and I said, I'm just going to tell you now, if California secedes, I'm moving out there with you.
If they did, they should all stop paying their federal tax. Stop sending in the federal money and take care of our own.
That's what Gavin said, didn't he? So appreciate you very much, Lou. I look forward to talking with you. Okay. All right. So folks, listen, I'm going to bring some more folks up to the panel. When I bring you up to the panel, please put yourself on mute until I can get with you. And then we'll continue to have some discussions. And thanks, Sandy. I appreciate the train. And we'll talk. So, Atrice, good afternoon. What you got for me? Atrice? Thank you, Sandy. Oh, I love the rainbow. I'm going to guess that Atrice didn't mean to request up. Poison. Good afternoon. What you got for me?
So, that's crazy about.
Oh, thanks, you guys. She must have got a phone call.
Jermaine Thomas.
Yeah, Jermaine Thomas. Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely ridiculous. And let me tell you, my sister was born in Germany. My dad was in the army.
Mm-hmm.
And about 2-3 weeks ago, it's been real recent, she works on Post.
Yeah.
And they're giving her the runaround because she could not find her naturalization paperwork. And I'm like, seriously? So between her and my mom trying to find the paperwork, they finally found it. It took a while, but they finally got it. And I'm telling some of my Trump supporting friends that like this is a thing and this is happening.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's not a thing because your dad served in the army, so it's not. I'm like, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. And I'm just like, are you serious? Right. And then to see that just really happen and to know what my sister's going through or went through.
Yeah. So what people don't understand is that the Supreme Court ruled that, hold on, I'm pulling it up for you. Okay. So the Supreme Court ruled that, blah, 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 blah. If you are being born on a military base abroad does not automatically grant citizenship. U.S. military bases are not considered U.S. soil for citizenship purposes. And you actually have to there's like 2 different forms that you need to do in order to get it done. Now, my brother was born there too, like I said, in 1968. And so he had dual citizenship until he was 18, and at which time he gave up the German citizenship. But he had both. And so, yeah, no, it's always been that way. You've always had to do paperwork. Oh my gosh, I have not seen that one before. The fish and chips. That's cute. Thank you, Sandy. I've never seen that one before. And I haven't also seen the flowers with the rainbow. That one's cute too. So I don't think that people really understand. And when people said, oh, they were only going after criminals, they were only going after unauthorized immigrants. They were only after going whatever. Absolutely none of that is true. And I don't know why people don't know that that's not true.
And then I have another half sister whose mother is German, and she was born in Germany. I don't think she's been in the States. Well, she's probably been in the States maybe for a while, but long story. Anyways, she is having issues trying to get all of her documentation together, and she's a Donald Trump supporter. I said, you know what? I need my DNA back because this ain't no.
Yeah, it's really wild, and it's like people don't believe it until it happens to them, you know.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy. So in the case of Jermaine Thomas, here's the thing. So his dad acquired. Thank you, resisting. His dad acquired citizenship while he was serving for 18 years, but his dad didn't get the citizenship before the son was born. And the mother was Kenyan. And so at the time of his birth, his dad wasn't a citizen, even though his dad was serving in the military, which, by the way, we do that a lot. So we do have programs where we have foreign nationals. They come here, they join, they serve in our military. And part of their reward, so to speak, or compensation is citizenship. And what we've done in some cases, several hundred cases, is we have actually deported those veterans. They are not citizens and they can't even get their VA benefits, right? So it's really crazy. So they come here legally to serve. They serve, and then they get deported without getting their citizenship and without being able to access their actual VA benefits. And so it's just shady shit. It just is horrible. We shouldn't do that to people.
Right. But that's all. I just wanted to say that it is a thing, and my sister experienced it, and my other dumbass. I'm like, you just need to go on back to Germany because you're dumb anyway, but whatever.
Yep.
Anyway.
I appreciate you, Poison. Thanks for sharing.
No
Yeah,
problem.
they've always done it. Let me see who the person who said, Anita, when you said you don't remember that happening when you were in, it's always been a thing. I mean, I served in the 90s. It's always been a thing. So yeah, we have, there's actually a non-citizens in the U.S. military. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Fact sheet that you can check out. And between 1999 and 2010, there were about 80,000 non-citizens that joined the military. And that's just between 1999 and 2010, 80,000. And so a lot of people do not realize the number of non-citizens that serve in our military, and how many of them do not get taken care of, do not get provided for. And it's a big deal. So like, this is my thing. Yeah, so you can actually go and check and see how many of them have served and all of those things. Anyway, let me see. All right. All right. So, and Mr. Crazy is a bot. Mods can take care of bots if you want to. I'm not stressing over it. Okay. So I want everyone to, oh, thanks, Hawaiian gentlemen. I appreciate that. Tina, tell me how you figure so. So just because someone's not a citizen, they're a threat? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm really interested in this viewpoint. She says she hopes that Trump stops that because it's a threat. Well, let me just say this. If Trump stops that, I hope you and your family members are ready to sign the fuck up and serve then. That's what I hope. How about that? Hey, Anna, welcome. Glad to have you. I'm just saying, it's amazing to me how people are like, get those people, they don't need to be serving. Okay, well then, bring your sons right on up. Let's go. Bring your daughters right on up. Let's go. Oh, I know, Hawaiian gentlemen. I do know that to be true. Definitely. Yeah, be our guest, 100%. right? It's absolutely astounding to me that people have this perception somehow that that someone who's not a citizen is a threat. When the reality is that the greatest threat to this country are our own citizens, 100%. And according to the FBI, it's a specific demographic of our citizenship, right? According to the FBI, the greatest threat that we have to this country are what? White men. And that's not my opinion. That belongs to the opinion of the FBI. Yeah. I mean, you saw a lot of them on J6, right? So, people can have their opinions, right? But, your opinions don't necessarily make you factually accurate. Appreciate you, V. Loren. Right? Yeah, it's not opinion, it's a fact. No, they were not, Tina. Not at all. Listen. Okay. Exactly. Same, Anna Christina. Yes. Same. So, I think it's really important. Yeah. So the ones who are seemingly are giving permission to perform. I'm trying to read a bunch of different things. Oh, Tina, didn't I tell you don't type in all caps? Don't type in all caps. That's for my moderators and my vision impaired folks. So, Tina, no all caps, please. Okay. Don't be surprised, Tina, too, that if you call me a liar again, you get your ass kicked out the live. Just saying. And it won't be because I'm offended because I'm not touching it. It'll be because you're not going to get up in here. You're not going to get on the panel. You're not going to have a conversation, any of those types of things. Please remember, guys, no all caps. Okay. Oh, great. Here's Tina.
First of all, you're a liar. Second of all, you serve your pussy on the corner. I serve this country hoe.
So first of all, I serve this country, bitch. So watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Got it? Why don't you do that?
You didn't serve nothing.
Really?
Your pussy on the corner, yeah.
Bless it. Well, your daddy paid for it. Why are you mad? Your daddy paid for it. Your daddy paid for it. Why are you mad? Your daddy paid for it. Why are you mad? He paid your mama too. He paid your mama too. Your daddy paid for it. I bet he paid your mama too. That's the only way you got here. That's the only way you got here. Bless it, heart. Why so angry, Tina? Why are you 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 so angry, Tina? Oh, bless it. Bless it. Love its heart.
Except for your pussy on the corner.
Oh, bless it. Why are Republicans so obsessed with pussy? Why are you a woman so obsessed with my pussy? Are you gay, Tina? Is that what it is? Suppressed? Is that what it is? My MOS was 74 Charlie, ho.
No, ho. Your MOS was serving pussy.
Bless its heart.
If anything, you have
La 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 la. What? I'm sorry. If anything, what? If anything, what? If anything, what? Right. Look, my mama said, "Where did Tina serve?" Yeah, she sure is. She's only got 2 followers. That's how you know she's paid to be here. Bless her heart. She can't even get all of her stuff together. Her vocabulary is so limited, she can't even think of nothing to say. She's just saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Tina, what was your MOS?
88, my bitch. Yeah, you don't even know what.
And where did you do basic?
Where did you do basic, bitch?
Why does she keep going, bitch? We're not friends.
Right, bitch.
Yeah, so I did basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. What was your AIT? Where did you go for AIT?
What was yours, bitch?
You can't answer.
Like I said, we're not friends.
You can't answer.
No, I can answer, but you're
No, you
lying.
can't. Bless it.
Yes, I can.
Are you having a hard day?
I did Fort Jackson. I did Fort Lawsonwood. I did Gallstadt, bitch. Where did you serve?
Are you doing okay,
Where
Tina?
did you serve, bitch? Except for on the corner, hoe.
She is so obsessed.
You can't even
Tina,
tell where you
Tina,
served,
why are
bitch.
you so obsessed with my
You can't even
vagina?
tell where you served,
Tina, Tina, why are you so upset with my vagina? Why are you so upset with my vagina? Why are you so upset with my vagina? This is the craziest thing ever. Have y'all ever noticed the only person worried about people's vaginas are GOP MAGA Trumpers? Have you ever known that? Have you ever noticed that? Like, I don't know if she thought like calling me names was going to make me mad. I don't care what you say. Right. I'm just like, why are you so worried about my vagina? What's wrong with y'all? I don't worry about yours. It's just crazy to me. And why are you so mad? Good Lord. I mean, literally, I bet you her profile says Christian and conservative. I bet you her profile says Christian and conservative. That's why I told her daddy paid for it. Tina just mad. Tina mad because her daddy got like 4 half children from when he served in Vietnam. That's why Tina's mad. Ooh-wee. Oh, well, you know, it is what it is. She does. Oh, when she says 88 Mike, she's talking about her MOS. Like mine was 74 Charlie. They changed though, like throughout time, they've changed. So like my MOS of 74 Charlie has been changed to something else over the years. So yeah. People are crazy. That's what I can tell you. People are out there. If you want to join the panel, please go ahead and and yeah, I'm not worried about that person, for goodness sake. MOS, that's like your job. It's your career. It's your military occupational specialty. Yeah, Ramona, she was pathetic. Mama, I'm glad you're not on TikTok today. Oh, Lord. So every now and again, I do things. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Oh, one moment, please. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we actually did just witness that, Kevin. We did just actually witness that. We did. Whew, Lord. I need a bonus just for that one. So here's let me just share with you all a couple of things. Okay. I don't let people like Tina bother me. Tina's not the first racist, non-intelligent person I've ever met in my life, right? She's not the first racist person I've ever met in my life, right? She's not. But I do want to show you all something because she said things like stolen valor, which everybody who knows me knows better. But there's many of you all that are new here for the first time. Thank you, Sharon. There are many of you all that are in here for the first time. So here's what I like to do just to be clear about things. So I'm covering up the pertinent information, but that is my picture. That is my VA card. Do you see it? Over here. Do you see that? That is me. You don't get one of these unless you've served. Matter of fact, if you look down here, it shows, see where it says service connected? Do you see that where it says service connected? That means that I have service connected disabilities in which the VA compensates me for. So Yeah, Tina. Yeah. Give me a second, you guys. So Tina reported the live as if I was bullying her, but she bullied me instead. Yeah, she reported me. I know everybody's freaking out. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second. Yeah, I knew she did too, Deshawn. It's okay. I'm not worried about her. I'm really not. No, you didn't get booted. She reported me for bullying her, so TikTok took my live down. But yeah, so we'll see what happens in just a second. No, TikTok did because, so let me just share. TikTok took it down because she reported that I was bullying, but I wasn't. Of course, she was bullying me. And so I have to appeal it, and then TikTok has to go review it, and it typically takes like 30 minutes and blah, 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 blah. That's normally the process. So, that's what it is. That's what people like Tina like to do. But it's okay, you know? Yeah, it was her, Alice. I know. You jumped on Facebook. Love that. Love that. So let me tell folks, jump on YouTube, Facebook, or Substack. Okay. Yeah, baby. You want some of this? Okay. This one? Okay. I'm going to be finished soon. Okay. Yeah, so let me just hi. Yeah, glitzy girl. She reported me for bullying. Even though of course I didn't bully her. I've appealed it. TikTok will go back and do whatever and what have you. So yeah, and they didn't approve it. So yeah, so yep, everybody's gonna have to do that. So TikTok won't let me go live. I'll have to go live on my other account. Yeah. Yeah. So no, she didn't report herself. I was trying to report her and I couldn't. Oh well. Hey, Christine. It happens. Yeah, Luzella, they used to try all the time prior to yeah, baby. They used to try all the time before the election. Yep, I know. Everybody's freaking out. Don't freak out. Yeah, but listen, it's because I dished back. Thanks, David. It's not going to matter. It's just a week, Sandy. It's a week. Yeah, baby. You want your vitamins? Yeah, it's a week. So, yeah, they really did, Vanessa. They really did. And I'm not worried about it. Listen, I can only control what I can control, right? Yeah. Yeah, I have a backup TikTok account, Laura. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so give me a second. I just have to blah, 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 blah. So log out. And I think this is me. No, I don't want that. Oh, good God. I don't know what this is. So give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to do things over here. So, oh, that's not what I mean to do. That's not what I mean to do. Sorry, guys. Blah, 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 blah. Well, you know who owns TikTok right now? You know who owns TikTok, right? So TikTok has now been purchased by 60% of it is owned by BlackRock and a couple of other very right-leaning organizations, and that's who owns it now. I'm trying to think about how I did this previously, because I went live on my backup, y'all. Do y'all remember how I did it? I don't remember how I did it. What's up, Lisa? I love that you guys are just finding me somewhere else. That's amazing. The only shitty thing is that I haven't monetized YouTube or Facebook. And so that's the only shitty thing, is I monetized TikTok and not the others. So that is the only thing that sucks. Yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to think. Don't you just hit the plus sign? Yeah, but it's not there, and I don't know why it's not there. So it might be the other account that I went live on. So, yeah, baby. Well, no, those aren't candy, baby. You can't do those. No, Deline, no, you can't. So like TikTok has certain things that you have to do before you can go live on them. Baby doll, you got to give Tutu just 1 second, please. You really do. You really do. You got to give me one moment. Yeah, one monkey don't stop no show. Ain't that something? I started to just take her down. Oh, it was her purpose, 100%. Let me be clear. That was her purpose. And I started to just take her down. And then I just didn't want her to think that she made me mad. No, I don't lose what you gifted me today at all. And I appreciate it. No, it'll come out. It just means that I won't be able to monetize for the next week. That's what it means, for next Wednesday. Babe, you can't. You got to wait until tomorrow. Those are vitamins, sissy. You can't have a ton. Yeah, but you already took your vitamins. You can't take any more than that. Okay. So yeah. So the thing is that it'll say that like, yeah, June 5th, July 5th. I mean, so yeah, they can hear what really happened. But Phantom can't change what TikTok does. Phantom can't change what TikTok does at all. At all. And I think I can't remember, you guys, how, because it's been so long since I did my my other oh, well shit. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Maybe this is what I need to do. No, wait, not this one. Okay, don't do that to me. This one. Hold on. I'm trying to do what I need to do to get in here. Ugh. Yeah, Vanessa. Some people do that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just Cynthia's telling me on my own backup account. um, okay, so here we go. And here we are. We are live on the backup account, folks. Yeah, Linda, but they do stuff like that. And it used to be a thing, like literally, where that's what people they would send people intentionally to try to make that happen. But you know that people aren't happy with what you're doing if that happens, right? My backup account, Cynthia just did it. It's Dani 8.8.8. So yeah, that's where it is. All right. So it's Dani 8.8.8. So give me a second, guys. I wish that TikTok had better choices to choose from, but they don't. In terms of like when you want to respond, you either have to say the live doesn't contain it, but you can't say no, the other person did it, not me. It doesn't give you the chance to say yes, there was bullying, but it wasn't me. So that's the difference. So let me do. Here we go. All right, so I'm back live over here on the backup on TikTok. Love that. And now, if you guys will just be patient with me one more second, I need to go to the regular TikTok and tell people to join me on this one. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, it is what it is. I need to see. So you know what? The only thing that yeah, but hold on. Before y'all gift me or anything over here, I don't know that I have monetization set up over here. So I don't know that I want you to gift me over here on this profile. Just wait until I know for sure. If you guys were gonna spend coins to gift me, all you got to do is yeah, I'll mod you, Cam. All you got to do is somebody can throw my pay apps in there, and you could do that instead of gifting until I know for sure. Please, pretty please. So this is what happens sometimes. I got you, Sandy. I'm modding people. Yes, baby. All right. Yep, back on the block. So yeah, babe. So maybe Nancy D, I did. Yeah, but the problem is I don't know that if I have it set up. Okay. There's just so much happening. Y'all got to give me a second. Okay. Yeah, the repeal propose is so she comes on with all the crap and you get the bums rush. Yeah. No, she did it on purpose, Mom. Yeah, she did it on purpose. She did. Hold on, y'all, because now I got Miss Mila having an issue and all the things, and I'm trying to do things and can't get them done. So that ain't good. It happens though, right? It'll be all right. You guys just keep coming in while I try to get shit set up, because I haven't been on this backup account in I don't know how long. Okay, so I need to edit, please. So Lisa, question, because even if you get the gifts though, I guess my question is, how do you cash yours out? Because my stuff is set up on the other one, right? Yeah, so I'll let y'all come on up. Yeah, Mila is just hanging in. So I am trying to fix something. And I don't know why I can't. Sorry guys. I know this is not what y'all signed up for today, is it? Give me a second. Why can't I sign? Oh shit. Because I'm clicking the wrong button. Sorry. All right. Let me see. Okay. So my backup info should be on my TikTok profile now. So people know if they go there that that's where I'm at. Holy geez. Yep. Hey, Tim, how are you? Yeah, it's Dani 8.8.8. That's what it is. It's Dani 8.8.8. That's the backup account. Holy crap. So if I get, can somebody throw this account into the general chat on Discord to have everybody come here? No, my appeal has not been approved, Alex. My appeal was not approved. I don't know why you think that it was. It's not. It's not approved. Yeah, she thought she ate too. 7 days, Chef Ryan. 7 days. No, I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that for putting it in. Thanks, Jacqueline. Good Lord. So this is how you know that people are bothered by you saying things that are factually accurate, right? She was reported by several people. They may come back and redo mine because she's been reported. I don't know, but TikTok's appeal process is horrible. And I think most people know that, right? Oh, sorry, Stacey D. I had my damn volume turned down. So I didn't hear you, love, when you were talking. Tina did. The crazy girl that was calling me all kinds of names. Her. She did it. Which is absolutely crazy. But yeah. So let me see. There was something else I was going to do really quickly that I need to just check real quick, folks, because then I still want to get back to everything else. I will, Stacey, in just a second. I will in just a second, but give me a minute. I need to.
While Dani's doing that, just go ahead and tap, share, do all the. Don't gift right now. I think she's trying to figure that part out, but go ahead and like and share as much as you can. But I don't think we should do a lot of gifts until she figures that out.
Yeah. Yeah, like you might want to just read Kat's chat message. Kat, where? Oh, can I? Okay, Kat, I'll do that. When we get off of here, I'll do that. Y'all know me. I used to get the first 1 or 2 times that this happened, I got really, really upset. And that would be awesome, Kat. Appreciate it. I don't get upset now because, yes, Stacey D, okay, I'm coming. She used the bathroom. She needs assistance. Appreciate it. You guys can just carry it for just a second. Yeah, I can. Perfect. I got Stacey, Jen, and Cam. Y'all, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Jen, you do it because you're in a better position than I am.
Okay. All right. No worries. All right, you guys. So obviously we've got fewer people in here than we normally do. That's okay. This is Dani's backup. Thank you for everybody who tried to pass this around in Discord. Please make sure that you share multiple times, even if it's just clicking the share link or the copy link, because that'll still help push it out to the FYP. And obviously we're all very protective of Dani and her space and everything. So this community is fantastic. So again, just to reiterate, in case people are joining right now, we're trying to hold off on the actual TikTok gifting at the moment, but you can still help with all the likes, and that is a great way to help protect the live as well, and then the sharing. So let's just remember, in this space, we do not use slurs or put downs or insults. It does not matter what side of the aisle you are on. Dani doesn't tolerate that. We reserve all caps in the chat for moderators only and those who are visually impaired, and the moderators know who those people are. So if you are not one of those people, please refrain from using the all caps. That's the way that Dani notices, something that needs her attention. Couple other things that you guys might want to know is Dani does have a link tree, and she has a Discord. So if you are new to this space at all, you can tap into those things for free. You don't have to be a subscriber. On Dani's main account, which she is working on an appeal, she has subscription. So we're not going to do that here. Obviously, she focuses that on her main account. But I just will mention, in case people don't know it already, that Dani's subscription, she has different levels of that. So you get the above and beyond content from her, including training. So Dani does have free training. She is a certified consultant and coach. So it's not just lay people's opinion. Yeah, we have to be careful, you guys. Like, even though we're really protective of Dani, we definitely have her back. And for the most part, like, we want to let her take the pace, and we follow Dani's pace, right? That is kind of like what Dani likes, is that we kind of let her set the tone. But we also have to remember to mind our own manners, because those two can also jeopardize her space. So we have to back her up in all of the eloquent ways, all of the diplomatic ways that we can. All right, everybody doing okay? I know not everybody caught that whole mess. So basically, in case you didn't catch the mess, it was just a guest that came up very, very hot, and was using all sorts of colorful language. And I don't mean in the month of Pride way. I mean colorful in a very destructive way. Dani holds her own, but unfortunately, it was long enough to get some attention, and that person, despite her language, decided to report that. So yeah, everybody tap the screen. Where are we at right now? 35K. Let's see if we can get, I know we have 100 people in here, which isn't a ton, but we can get it to like 50 pretty quickly. So keep those fingers moving, and we'll support in all the ways that we can today. Okay. And I'm really glad, Dani, that you at least had this backup account, established and set up so that we could still find you. So this is fantastic.
Glitzy Girl, I don't know if you're the only I don't think you're the only person that's over there. What? Okay.
Yeah, Linda, you're right. It was foul.
Yeah, she was very foul. She was very nasty. She was all the things. And I think that's probably what pissed her off more than anything, was that I wasn't getting mad at her, but that I was just kind of laughing instead. So I think that didn't sit well with her.
Trigger you.
Yeah. And my response is, well, your daddy paid for it. So I don't know what you want me to do,
Dani, I have to admit, when I hear you say those things, I'm like, why can I never think of those things?
I'm just literally like, okay, like, I don't even know, like, do people really think, thanks, Sharon. Do people really think that that's going to make me mad? You know what I mean? Like, it's what it really is, whatevs. If somebody could also let the folks in, oh my gosh, we put it in the general chat, didn't we? Y'all don't laugh at me.
Yeah,
okay.
It's been in the general Discord as far as
awesome.
I've seen in the chat here.
Awesome. Great. Then people can just join. Here's what I would prefer, just for, because I'm going to take a video of everything that actually happened, send it over to TikTok, and then do like a support ticket as well. What I'm going to ask you to not do, because I'm on this backup account, but I don't know that I've ever monetized this backup account. Like, I don't even know how I would get it. Like, I don't know. So, and Jen, do you know, can you monetize more than one TikTok account?
Yeah, I have a backup too, but I haven't gone that far. I think all what happens is, like, when you start getting gifts and everything, it's going to alert you in your notifications, and then it'll say, set up your payment now.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, can I set it up to the same place where the other one is already going?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Does any-
See, I don't
Does
know.
anybody in the chat have more than one account that they
Thank
have?
you, Linda, for putting in. See, Lisa, that's what I said. See, what somebody said no, somebody else said yes. I don't even know.
I don't see why you couldn't set it up to the same place. I mean, obviously TikTok knows that these are both your accounts. So,
Yeah, I mean, I logged in using Google on this one with a like they're set up with different emails.
right.
And
But
I
it
don't,
still
so let
allows
me
you
just
to
tell y'all
talk about
this.
it.
I don't have an agent because they've never gotten, I like literally, I usually get all of my stuff. I've only been like really undone one time for 7 days. So like normally I get appealed and I'm fine. But I'll see. Fuck. I don't know. But for today, let me just do this. Until I know for sure what I need to do, you can gift anyone's comments now. Yes, Lisa, that's what I'm doing. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
You see what Cheryl just put? She said, if nothing else, you could transfer the coin to share when you're in other live, that makes sense.
That is true. Who earns on both of her accounts? She had to build up her backup account. Yeah. See, I think my question for me is can I monetize to the same, can I send my money to the same place? Here comes Lisa. Sorry, everybody on YouTube and Facebook and Substack are like, what the fuck is all this TikTok stuff? Yeah. So Christine, the other TikTok account is Dani 8.8.8. That's where I'm at on TikTok. Dani 8.8.8. So yeah, thanks, Dad Jokes. Here's what I'm going to do because a lot of this is not going to apply to you guys over here, and I don't want you to sit on here for forever. Let me get my TikTok crap figured out. Then what I will do is I will absolutely come back live on all of the platforms once I get my shit straight over here. Okay. Sorry, guys. This happens sometimes on TikTok. Okay. Hey, Denise, I'm going to be back. Some stuff happened on TikTok and I need to